Hi there, my name is Eunice Olale, and this is Working Through Motion. On the podcast, we talk about a range of things as they relate to people, emotions, their interpersonal and interpersonal relationships. And on today's episode, talking about something quite relatable as usual. I'm not doing it alone. I have Ferranmi with me on the podcast. It's good to have you, Ferranmi. It's good to have you. I think this is the point where you get to introduce yourself. Yeah.
Well, my name is Oluwatomipe Oluwaferanmi.
Okay.
Yeah, some people call me Oluwatomipe.
Right.
Chill.
Some people call you Oluwatomipe. I mean, Tomipe. Hey.
Yeah, some people call me
Tomipe. And
a few people call me Oluwatomipe.
Right. I'm going to stick with that one. Story part is right. It's good to have you here.
Yeah.
So we're doing talks around video editing, and we'll be diving into your wealth of knowledge as a boss.
Oh, glory to God.
I beg, bro. I should have said Pastor Ferranmi. Pardon my manners. Okay, so I mentioned that I'm talking about video editing, right? So I just want to ask, what has the journey been like for you as a video editor?
That's been very interesting. I like the process of creating things.
Right. So how long have you been doing this? What was it?
Nope.
Okay.
No. The reason I'm looking like that is it started out as I still wanted to. My journey into filmmaking started because I wanted to be a cinema.
Okay.
Not an editor.
Right.
So that was in 2000. So I went to apprentice with some that did everything. So because of that, you have to go to all the department. So I it was just passive. I started, I don't know. I just found myself doing it. So I can't say that this is it when I started to take it very
serious. Well, can you put it over to like just randomly?
Kill. When I started taking it, I was on campus. I was editing to help me to speak.
Right.
The actual name is Table.
It's been a long time. Just I see you're both. You're both now. It's been years. I know they want you. Okay, thank you. It's really right. It's really right. So what do you like about the whole process of being a video editor? What do you enjoy? What's that thing that stands out for you? Like, you know what? I love this process, this part of.
Well, the parts of video editing that I love most are actually two. One is the process and then the outcome. I'll explain.
Okay.
The process is, as a video editor, you get to see everything.
Right. How do you mean?
You get to see the actor's mistakes.
Right.
The cinematographer's mistakes. You get to see everybody's faults. You get to see the whole process. Even if you were not on set, the actor that was missing line, and then pardon me, my co-video editors, we have is a lot.
Okay, you're casting yourself. I hear you.
Is a lot while we're editing. We make jest of
people
superstars. We trope because it's a very, very long thing and it can be boring.
It makes you guys look like kings. Enjoyed
like kings action.
Okay.
When the film is now out,
right,
seeing what happened on set, even when the cinematographer was killing himself while on set, but then they come to you with the footages and you discover that this guy actually shot rubbish.
Right.
So,
wow.
But as a video editor, your job is to cover up for everybody's mistakes, tell the story in a different way. Even a boring film that sees a very good video editor will turn to something very interesting.
That's
so seeing the outcome, the process of making just everybody, and then the outcome, and then the effect it has on people, and mistake people start to say, that film is very wonderful thing. And then one actor that was doing rubbish, that for a while was forgetting lines, that was me, that lost continuity. The actor was not good.
You did not continuity.
Yes, there is a continuity factor in film. The person forgot his continuity. They forgot everything, missed everything, but because the editor tried to cover up here and there, and then the film comes out, and the actor start to feel like this.
Okay.
Imagine yourself as the editor.
Okay, you don't really giving them side eye, like, you, no be me cover up for you.
Well,
Right.
that's why I said the process and then else.
Right. That process sounds interesting. Now that I know that, wait, this is the power and the power that you acquire about video editors. Wow. Process sounds really interesting. It sounds really, really interesting. I mean, I never saw it like this before. Not like I used to see it anyway, but it's really nice to hear that part from you. I mean, thank you for beautifying the flaws in code.
Okay, done.
Thank you, bro. Yes. I speak language I understand. Thank you.
I said it.
Right. That's really interesting. So in midst of all of this, I can already tell that this is like an interesting process. The process entails a lot of interesting parts and all that. So is there anything you like to change, or you just leave it the way it is? Or is there anything that, if you were opportunity to change anything regarding video editing, you would change it, like you go all out and change it?
No, I'm not video editor.
Really?
Yes. And as a video editor, I actually feel like a superman. I'll tell you why.
Okay, on.
As a, let me say, as a content creator, as a filmmaker, let me narrow it down to filmmaking. Filmmaking is in two sides. It has, or three. Well, I'll not discuss the third.
Okay.
Yeah. So the two sides is, first is art, then it is science. The science I'm talking about is not even about the cameras we use or the other guide. There is always a psychology behind whatever decision we are making, from the script writing to set of location, set, costume, whatever has to be deliberate. So you have to know, okay, this is what I want my audience to feel. We kind of design and determine how we want the whole thing to. Mm-hmm. Now, everything falls on your lap as a video editor to combine everything. Do you understand? To combine everybody's efforts and add your own to it. So I do it. And then, as a video editor, you come with boring footages. When I say boring footages, I'm not saying that all cinematographers are not.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, if you are to sit as an audience to watch the footages, imagine they shot for 21 days. Do you understand?
Right.
They should give you those footages that, oh, this movie, because the movie you've watched in 2 hours. So, Young, for example, Emmanuel said they shot for perspective. So, you can imagine how bulky the footage is.
Right. For the video editor.
We come with product teams, but with the right pace, the right cutting, choosing the right shots. You tell the story in a peculiar way, and then sound design, how you arrange your shots. There are times to rearrange the lines.
Okay.
I mean the words they say.
Right.
There are times we rearrange it, we bring some forward, take some back, and all that. So all of that, there's a way that it's passes your conscious mind to talk to your brain.
Okay.
Do you understand?
I'm guessing you're making to
we do a lot of psychology. How I want you to feel when you're watching the movie. What else?
So it's not just sit down, bam. I'm just like this, bam.
No. Okay. There's a lot of thoughts that I want you to feel tension here. Okay, I want you to feel relaxed. Okay, I want you to feel this. I want you to feel empathy. Okay, I want you to feel this person's pain. You want to be excited. The thoughts that I'm going to. So
to be honest,
fine. And
you like it, so you're not saying anything at all.
Nothing. Except for customer relation.
Oh, customer relation. Yeah, so you want to say anything about that? Do you want to say anything about that?
Very good news. It is. Especially in Nigeria. Any creative will agree with me that there are times that creating anything that is worthwhile takes.
Sure.
So there are times we have creative play.
Really? As video editors?
Yes. It's not 1+1. There is a lot of. I was talking with I think it's Cinecom. See, you have any filmmaker should know it.
Okay.
Yeah, Simcom posted something on their Instagram page. They were talking about sound design. My sister, you can look for one sound. 3 days, you never see it. One sound that will probably last.
And you say you love this process. Is it what's all this stress?
Yes. What is interesting? So when you are an audience, you're going why is that though? Or I edit the movie,
Right.
and I see you excited, you relate to the characters, and then probably it is emotion and the emotion scene.
Right.
You don't like happy ending?
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Okay. I hear you. Like happy ending.
So when I did the movie, I edited the movie, and I see you were crying.
Yes. That's the joy. Okay.
What? I have to cry? Yes. Do you understand that?
Yeah, I get that.
But customer relations, people just need to understand. It's time. Editing takes time. That's one. And then 2 is, I believe, in Nigeria, I would be selfish if I say editors. But I just believe that creatives are not really being paid. Of course, thank God for the revolution that is ongoing. Budgets is getting bigger in film productions, especially in music video, which I would love to. There's mornings, and then artifacts. Those ones are there, or let me say they are getting there. But when it comes to film, we are still behind, right? Budget, so that, and then we don't understand something, except on big budget movies. Once a customer brings a film to you as a video editor, they expect you to do the logging, the cutting, which is the editing. They expect you to do the arrangement, you do the color grading, you do the sound design, you record the Foley, you do the visual effects, you do the motion graphics. If there is 3D inside, you have to do the 3D. You see, all those things that I'm mentioning, there are different departments which should have a special, they are special areas that we have people that are that is what they do special. That is what they are specialists.
Right.
That's what they are specialists. So, but here in Nigeria, we just dump everything to one person.
One person. I was trying to deliver 100.
Well, just deliver 100 of it on time. Because you need the time. That's why we have a lot of crap.
Crappy movies. I was about to say that. You took it right out of my mouth. Dude.
A lot of crappy films because one person is going to work like as 10 different people, 10 different personalities. And how it is for many of my friends and myself, which are video editors, is when I'm doing my cutting, all I'm doing is cutting. I'm not taking as any other person. Just think, when I also do sound design, there's a movie I'm working on about a month now. I've been top on sound design, only sound design. And the reason is the sounds that I want to hear, I am yet to get it. So I keep looking around for this. The reason it took me that long is because it's my movie.
Right.
If it is somebody else's movie, I would have put something and just, I don't know, business I booked.
We are waiting your movie. Hey, drum roll. Yeah, wait your movie. We are waiting. Okay.
So, just that.
Wow.
All those. Producers should understand that this thing takes time. So people expect, and I finished shooting my movie 2-3 weeks ago. Next 2 weeks, it's
right.
If you want the best,
doesn't work that way. That sounds like a whole lot. I want to even ask, this process that you're talking about, like now for the sound design, for the cutting, all these processes intertwine such that if one doesn't work out, the other one cannot work out. So if cutting is not perfected, sound design cannot be perfected. Okay, if you don't find this, if you don't find a good sound, you can move to the next level, or you can do everything at different paces. Like, okay, I can do cutting. If cutting is done, I can move to sound design. If sound design is not done, I can always go to something else. Does it work that way?
I want to sign two ways.
Okay.
It can work that way, but it's not professional.
Right.
And the reason I said it's not professional is that the professional way is that I finish my editing, my plotting, my arrangements, all that. I pass it on to the sound designer. The sound designer does his music score, because sound design too is a whole department on it. Under sound design, you have music score, you have Foley recording, you have master mix. I've forgotten how it's shall master something. It's like mastering in music. Do you understand? So the sound designer treats the audio, the audio that is not good, the levels, maybe there are noise, there are other things. If you have to do ADR, so under sound design itself, you have like 4 people. So that is why I want to finish one before I move to the other. Yes.
Yeah.
But well, for some people, yes, it works. I'm having issues with this sound. Let me just move to the color.
Right.
Okay. But for people that also use different softwares to do different things inside one project, so if you want to do visual effects now, you can't. I use Premiere Pro to edit. You can't use Premiere Pro. You have to go to After Effects to do your visual effects and bring it to Premiere Pro. You want to do sound design, I do my sound design too in Premiere Pro, or there are times I take it to Adobe Audition. But for color grading, you have to move the whole project to DaVinci Resolve, which is a different software. It's outside of Adobe in the ecosystem. So all those back and forth now. So I know they like, let's just finish this thing. Let me finish one phase, move to the other phase, move to the other phase, move to the other phase. And then I think the last thing I do is sound decor. The last thing I do score actually was I do sounds.
Right. Well done. Let's take it back to customer relations. How long do you think a customer should give a video editor to work on a project? How long do you think is the ideal time?
No.
Because some people might not even know that they are being wicked people. They might just be like, actually, video editing, you could a couple more. And for non-Yoruba speakers, so you just merge things together and...
Yeah. I won't say how long, because one, they are personal differences.
Okay.
So is that every film is use the same film to 4 different people shoot. You get 4 different films. Give it to the same editor. It will not take the same amount, because the challenge on film A is different from the one on film. That's one. 2 is there are personal differences. We are fast at editing more than, so I consider myself a slow editor.
Okay, why is that?
Well, because if it is not working, it is not working. I'll just go and do any other thing. Come back to it later.
Okay.
If I'm not feeling it, I can be editing and just run out of ideas. Or I meet a stumbling block and I deal with it. I'll just leave it first. Go and do any of that. Even outside, I may go and watch film because there are times that my mom is a film critic.
Oh, that's nice.
So there was
the filmmaking house, filmmaking family.
Yeah, my parents. So there was a time she took a job to one editor and she went to his studio. She met this man watching movies. Mom was.
Wow.
And then this bad. You don't know what he was encountering before he came in.
Right.
And why he went.
Right.
And there are times that you actually have ideas doing something else outside what's disturbing you. There are times that there was a movie I edited time ago. The producer is in Obunosho. They shot the movie in Obunosho. So when I saw the stuff, I was like, I just left it. I think I left it for like a week before touching that particular. So when I came back to it, I was refreshed. So I approached it from a different perspective and I just glided over it like that issue was not there at all. So when I finished it, and then my fellow editors saw it, so now they came here, not was it going on? Just open my was it going on? So that's why I say I won't say that, but you should work with your editor. You should understand what the challenge is. Encourage them. To them, be friendly. There are people that talk like they bought you up. I'm the right to write them like because they gave me a job. Mainly start to give any creative doubt by trust me, you can't get the best. You can't. The moment you start to say, hey, here you go. I'm not saying you should stay pronounced this, but at the same time you should be friendly. The moment you start to talk to a creative like you can't get.
I think instead of talking down on a creative, it's important to like give yourself strength to understand the process that it entails.
Yeah.
Right. And sometimes people are like that because they've probably had bad experiences. You know, some creatives can very, very so right. It will be shy, it will be so I also want to ask regarding this, I can tell that you're enjoying this so much from everything you've been saying. So can you take us into a ride? Take us on a ride into memorable events that you had so far on this job. Memorable events and of course events that are bad. Memorable events, the bad one.
I think the bad one. I have one.
Okay.
But it's not bad.
Okay.
But it was very, very early in my career as an editor. But I think that was the first movie I actually edited. It's a Christian film. Just titled What They Do. You know all those strong bad Ruda.
It's like that Ruda.
Just titled What They Do. So I think that was the first major film I edited myself. Man, I saw that movie not too long ago, like 2 years ago. I shy.
You say I shy? What is that bad? How is that bad?
Shy, I said no. I don't do this.
I
don't do this.
So cute, baby.
So that's why I asked them. But the reason I didn't target bad is because it's actually part of this. So I won't say it's bad. And then every I don't have the best. I don't have the best. I won't say I have the best. The best experience I feel me. But I didn't work as an editor. I worked as a gaffer.
Okay.
Which some people all like.
Okay.
Even because it's my most recent job shop. Oh, that's me. I worked on a music video. She's going to be released tomorrow.
Okay.
It's a music video album. So one of the songs I'm going to release tomorrow.
Oh,
September
2023. Drum roll style.
Over 82. I'll go and watch the $1 billion dream by Rich.
$1 billion dream by Beat. I said $1 billion dream. Not said.
So yeah, as working on that set because it's an impact, not handled a project task.
Right.
Very crazy big set. And then what made it more interesting is because I was a unique account. I have no assistant.
Okay, you're enjoying not being helped by people.
No, I said interesting.
Okay. Noted.
But it was a wonderful experience. It was a kind, understanding. And I was part of the editing process. I was not the editor.
Right.
I went
Just a part of it.
I went to see what the editor was doing. Very proud of it.
Congratulations. Cheers to more wins. Big wins. Cheers to that. Well done. Okay, so I want to take it back to the fact that you have experience. I'm sure you've acquired experience over time. It's been years of you doing this. So how have you been able to navigate bad experiences, especially with customers? Have you ever had to deal with a customer that guilt trips people into reducing price, into doing it for free, selling you them? Because some customers are like, office portfolio now. Go say for free, I say for no. Baba me too. Right.
We do anyone in I don't know outside Nigeria. We're getting this year. I was discussing so much. Said, and okay, I got a job. not too long ago. A friend was like, hey, I give the person gift. What's it going to do? Kind of thinking Shema. The person is one of the people I respect. I actually can't open iPhone. I was going to do. In fact, God, it is. It's too about this so. So I was discussing with one of my friends. And I said, do you know how many years I've done it for my portfolio?
Right. So it's like this one.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Do you know how long I've done that? No, I can't do that anymore.
Right.
There are people that you will always find them, people that try to trap you into doing things, I call it bullying actually.
Sure.
Because most of the times it comes from up down. Most of it doesn't come from your colleagues.
Right.
Or your proteges. It comes from people that, so he's bullying, they are abusing that
authority over here.
That's what I call it. They are busy, but it comes. I spoke with someone last week that said, hey, I give you work. Because of money, you know, do it. If I get international opportunity, go or keep your international opportunity.
Give my money out there.
Do it out an opportunity. Then I'm on you. Bring money.
Bring money. I don't know why people do that though. So I'm able to navigate things like that. Like now, from a person that you respect so much that has been saying you should reduce the money, how do you navigate that kind of situation?
Well, let me bring it back. Because then bring it back. The balance is there is no way you want to do stuff like that, especially if you're just starting. In fact, for someone that is just starting out, you will not start seeing money just beginning. But when you start to grow, and then more importantly, growing value, widening your scope of knowledge, be very good as well. Be very good. And don't stay, because the job is progressive. And at the same time, there is new technology every day. And then there is, I don't know where it's from, but there's always this idea that whoever is using the newest technology or the latest technology is better than the rest of the box.
Okay.
So upgrade yourself both in skill and in gadget technology. So it's very important. So I think at some point your value, what people that you are capable of doing, start to bring you. The people that will want to use you and will be bullies will come. But the people that has excuse me, people that have values,
switching.
People that have a value too. So when you now know that you have value, they try anybody will know fear. Same thing.
You say same thing. Okay, customer say you are here, please. So avoid being shared. Do normal, please.
Anybody will know fear. Same to them.
Do normal. I think
grateful jests.
Same thing, please. Grow thick skin. If you don't have thick skin, start growing thick skin from now. Being bold, be confident. So you look them in the eye and let them know that it's value, and you can't depreciate it or try to bully me into doing stuff for you for free. Because I've noticed that creatives, regardless of the field they are working in, creatives actually suffer this a lot. Graphics designers, writers, people, they will tell you that, I have somebody that is doing it at a cheaper price. Why did you not think it's that person?
Let me tell you. I write.
Okay.
But I don't call myself. You must. So there was one person, it's multiple, like 2015. So there was one person I wanted to write a screenplay for a movie, and then I contacted my dad. I can be listening. They say, will you do it, Jack? Are you sure? How much will you charge? Yeah, we'll call it $15. You should be able to beat for free. I was encouraging me. I should.
No.
I just said I thought it was that. I know that. I just saw that. I just gave that to someone. And I went back to meet Dad. I told him, please talk to that person that you have someone else that can actually write that.
Right.
That's going to write very well. And the person is going to collect 30,000 naira. Guess what?
The person accepted?
Yes.
Wow.
I got paid.
I like your daddy. Lovely. I love that collaboration. I love it.
Tell the person that the writer. You just be the bridge between them. You will not have a direct relationship.
Romantic.
They found down discussing my math. I was
The person sized you up. That's weird.
and when I delivered script, everyone that read that script said, "So beauty, wow."
Do you understand?
So they were looking at me like, "Are you writing something like this?"
So I think it has been shocking and let him know that you know what it's been that
No,
right.
so that I can say that I should bring money back.
Exactly.
No.
That one served then.
If this person is listening to what I said, she may not even know. Or maybe you will.
Wow. But why do people just that though? Anyways, it could be, I don't know. I really don't know. We cannot understand the way people think fully.
Yeah.
But I think customers should do better. They really need to do better because time and money went into you grooming yourself, adding value to yourself. So you don't think that because of familiarity, you can just like toss me aside and treat me anyhow. It's really not nice. So yeah, justice for creative. Justice for creative. Okay. It has been an insightful ride so far. I mean, it's been an interesting ride. But if there's anybody that wants to go into video editing, what advice would you have for them? Be blunt. Let them know that this is what you're coming in for.
Let me say it in Yoruba first. But see,
Okay.
because I think it will be better than said in good.
Okay. Okay.
Anyhow, for about like golf, you have to be very calm and very patient. Because video editing is time consuming. That's one. So is if you happen to be around an editor, try this. If you happen to be around an editor, just go and sit with the person. There is 90% chance that you will slip off
Why?
because it is boring. To a non-editor of your first time, you probably won't understand what is going on. You just see the timeline, you look at somebody's timeline like this, you don't even understand. You be like, Jesus, where do I want to start from? But you just need to calm down, be very patient, trust the process, you get it. And then money will come in as a
Right. Thank you.
Thank you. And I think there is one other thing which happened to most of us that got trained by the older generation.
Okay.
Is we don't understand the business, which is the third part of filmmaking. And I said that one, but I won't discuss. We don't understand the business of filmmaking. We just got the skill.
Wow.
They say, don't worry, when you have the skill, you will have money. Well, skill what they bring. Trust me. Skill is very important. You have to have fun, but that doesn't bring money in itself. You need the right mindsets, and then you need the right relationships bring money with us. I've seen people that are not so. Let me mention the lady that edited A Little Lie, the other siblings A Little Lie, was my junior colleague in school. She was a director, so she left school. In fact, she was part of the people that used to say, told me about baby girl leave school, directing media. She's not even do media.
Wow.
She will just direct. She leave school, leave school. Go Lagos, go do one plus like that. Can you imagine someone that just came like 2 years and she's already on big projects?
Sure.
Unlike the rest of us that we are forming that. And so relationship, placing yourself in the right places. It's very
Right.
if you want to
Thank you. Thank you for that.
but no
Okay, noted. Okay, I also ask a question. You mentioned something about video editing being time consuming. So how can someone find a balance whereby you're a video editor, but your life does not suffer in general? There might be someone out there that is struggling a lot, and you're like, hey.
you have to understand how to balance your time.
Okay.
You have to understand when you have to pay attention to other things other than your laptop. And then I think the emergence of AI has actually helped in some things. There are things AI will do for you to hasten up your editing, which I think we should all leverage, except for some old school people that believe that everything should be done manually. Well, if you belong to that full of salt,
On your
but for other people that have a lot of other things to do, I should try to find a balance and get a life outside of your editing. Because one other thing I've observed about filmmakers generally is that profession actually affects even other things. And a lot of filmmakers, I hope my colleagues don't find that before me. But many of us are not normal.
Okay, normally what's that?
I'm not saying that I have psychological needs, but maybe because of the amount of time that we spend away from the traditional society.
Okay.
That we spend in our coven, I'll call it a coven. It's not a coven. In our community.
Right.
In our society, you are free to do anything in that society without being judged. So that mindset has stuck so much, and you spend so much time there. So that would actually become your reality more than the outside world. So you should find a place to balance
it.
So it's unbelievable.
Right. Another thing, so not so far too, right? Thank you very much for that. It has been an insightful ride so far. I got it. So do you have any final words?
Final words?
Oh yeah.
Shout God and praise in the oscillation with that. God is created. God is a creating.
Yeah, everything.
Else,
and
God created the ego
and the air. The God create. Right. Thank you. Thank you very much. This has been an insightful session. I mean, that I'm not a video editor, girl. I feel like I can also. Okay. Is it I for me? Let me swallow my words. No, I know that. I want to be adjusting imaginary yambada that I feel like I know is not correct. Video editing. Thank you so much for doing this with me. And on this note, we've come to the end of the podcast episode. Alright guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you had a good time just like I did. You can catch up on exciting content on the Tribune Online website on news, politics, finance, relationships, business, and of course previous podcast episodes. Until I catch you on another episode, it's a goodbye from me for now. Bye. See you in another episode.
I will keep.